back to another video of Reflection with PCUA. In this video, I'm going to be talking about congenital anomalies, which are important causes of infant and childhood deaths, chronic illness, and disability. Congenital anomalies are also known as congenital disorders or congenital malformations. Congenital anomalies can be defined as structural or functional anomalies, for example, metabolic disorders that occur during intrauterine life and can be identified prenatally at birth or sometimes may only be detected later in infancy, such as hearing defects. In simple terms, congenital refers to the existence at or before birth. Although approximately 50% of all congenital anomalies cannot be linked to a specific cause, there are some known genetic, environmental, and other causes or risk factors. Genes play an important role in many congenital anomalies. This might be through inherited genes that code for an anomaly, or resulting from sudden changes in genes known as mutations. Consanguinity, when parents are related by blood, also increases the prevalence of rare genetic congenital anomalies and nearly doubles the risk for neonatal and childhood death. Intellectual disability and other anomalies. Low income may be an indirect determinant of congenital anomalies, with a higher frequency among resource-constrained families and countries. It is estimated that about 94% of severe congenital anomalies occur in low and middle-income countries. An indirect determinant, this higher risk relates to a possible lack of access to sufficient nutritious foods by pregnant women, an increased exposure to agents and factors such as infection and alcohol, or poorer access to healthcare and screening. Maternal age is also a risk factor for abnormal intrauterine fetal development. Advanced maternal age increases the risk of chromosomal abnormalities, including Down syndrome. Maternal exposure to certain pesticides and other chemicals, as well as certain medications, alcohol, tobacco, and radiation during pregnancy may increase the risk of having a fetus or neonate affected by congenital anomalies. Working or living near or in waste sites, smelters, or mines may also be a risk factor, particularly if the mother is exposed to other environmental risk factors or nutritional deficiencies. Preventive public health measures work to increase the frequency of certain congenital anomalies through the removal of risk factors or the reinforcement of protective factors. Important interventions and efforts include ensuring adolescent girls and mothers have a healthy diet, including a wide variety of vegetables and fruit, and maintain a healthy weight. Ensuring an adequate intake of vitamins and minerals, and particularly folic acid in adolescent girls and mothers. Ensuring mothers avoid harmful substances, particularly alcohol and tobacco. Avoidance of trouble by pregnant women and sometimes women of childbearing age, to regions experiencing outbreaks of infections known to be associated with congenital anomalies. Reducing or eliminating environmental exposure to substances such as heavy metals or pesticides during pregnancy. Controlling diabetes prior to and during pregnancy through counseling, weight management, diet, and administration of insulin when required. Ensuring that any exposure of pregnant women to medications or medical radiation such as imaging rays is justified and based on careful health risk-benefit analysis. Vaccination, especially against the rubella virus for children and women. Increasing and strengthening education of health staff and others involved in promoting prevention of congenital anomalies. Many structural congenital anomalies can be corrected with pediatric surgery, and early treatment can be administered to children with functional problems such as thalassemia, inherited recessive blood disorders, sickle cell disorders, and congenital hypothyroidism, which is the reduced function of the thyroid. With this, I finish the topic of congenital anomalies. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.